In this video, you're going to work on writing introductions and conclusions. You should have a piece of paper and a pencil ready because you might even get yours finished while you're watching this. Let's think about the introduction. You want it to be something that gives your readers or your audience a glimpse of what's coming. An introduction does just that. It gives the audience a glimpse of what is coming and makes them want to sit down in their seat and get comfortable for some entertainment. And there are many ways to start your essay, but chances are if you're watching this, you're stumped, or you're working on improving the way you start yours. So I'm going to show you an easy way to do it. Let's start with some basic phrases to let our reader know what we will be writing about. Here are some basic first sentences to try. We all know. And then you would list the subject here. Have you ever wondered? And you'll ask a question about your subject. Did you realize? And you could put an interesting fact about the subject you're writing about. I always knew. And then another interesting fact about your subject. After reading. Now this is a great place if you're only using one source and you've only read one book about the topic. If you include this one and you cite your source, you're through citing your source because you've done it. And then some people believe, again, another interesting fact, this is really good if you're writing an opinion. Because you could place the opposite opinion here and then cite what you believe. What I'd like for you to do is take a moment, pause the video, and use one of these sentence starters to start your essay. Well, you've got the first sentence done, but we know that a paragraph needs to have more than one sentence. So let's take a look at the second sentence. This is where we look at the prompt words. Now, if you're in my class, you know that I have been using this analogy all the time. If you are not focused in on the prompt, if you don't know what you're writing about, it's like going hunting in a forest that is packed with the best deer and turkeys and boar that you could ever want. And you put blindfolds on and you just shoot. That's what happens if you don't use your prompt words. That means that you're not zeroing in on that target, that you're aimlessly walking around just hoping that you're writing on topic. Let's hit this bullseye. And you can use some of these sentences to help you. Blank is the most amazing blank ever. You would put your topic here and describe it here. I am now a, and then put your topic here. Expert. Blank, your topic, is a blank. Use an adjective. Blank is great to learn about. And you use your topic. These sentences are a must, and you must include those prompt words to let your audience know, this is my topic. I am on target. Pause the video. Make sure you know your topic, your controlling idea, and include it in the sentence as you write your second sentence for your introduction. All right. There are some things I want you to watch out for, so go back into your introduction and just double check that you didn't do anything like this. I will tell you all about volcanoes. I will tell you all about earthquakes. Ugh. Now you will read about. Please don't tell me what I'm going to be reading about. I have to read your boring essay when you start it that way. My main ideas are. Oh, you're just making me more bored. Or worse, let's get started. I know I have to read it. And let me tell you, I'm going to be sleeping the whole time I'm watching it. Now the conclusion is at the end of the paper, and like the beginning of the movie, you want to leave your audience breathless, and especially give them a no place like home ending. I also tell my students this: Your audience is your teacher, and they're going to be picking up a pen, and they're going to be grading your essay. And so the last sentence, the last couple of sentences, you want it to be so fabulous that that teacher can only write one letter and a plus sign. One way to do it, to wrap it up, is to rephrase the sentence you wrote with the prompt, with the transition to start. As you can see, prompt words. I'm sure you realize prompt words. Without a shadow of a doubt, prompt words. I am amazed by prompt words. I'm going to go back and use these again using some of the prompts that you've had recently. As you can see, railroads completely changed Florida. I'm sure you realize volcanoes are dangerous and beautiful at the same time. Without a shadow of a doubt, erosion changes the land. I am amazed by how quickly bicycles could make a difference in our community. You can see there's the prompt, and I'm just finishing it up. So pause the video and write your first sentence for your conclusion. Now's the zinger, and this is probably the hardest sentence to write. You want to make your audience think about what you wrote, so summarize what you want them to remember. So you might want to start off with a sentence like this. So always remember, next time I hope you learned, the most important thing to remember is, again, I'm going to use some of the topics that you have recently written about to help you. So always remember, erosion plays a huge part in how the land changes. The next time you see a beautiful landscape, remember, it was probably formed by erosion. I hope you learned that the community does not need a bicycle program. The most important thing to remember is volcanoes can be very dangerous. Pause the video while you write this zinger. And again, there are some things to watch out for in your conclusion. You want to make sure you never say, "That's why." I have told you, I hope you enjoyed my essay. Now you've learned. The end. Or if you're one of my students, these are the reasons, and you know who you are that writes this at the end of every detail paragraph. Because I always feel like I sound like him. That's why volcanoes are important. I have told you all about volcanoes. I hope you enjoyed my essay. Now you've learned about volcanoes. The end. Ugh. Don't be like this guy. Now you're ready. You've got your introduction, you've got your conclusion, and you're ready to finish that essay strong. Go write that essay.